This is an audio-only recording of an exercise session for Vision of Adventure. Fitness and body conditioning, led by Paddy Finn. Paddy recommends you may need an exercise mat, a bottle of water, space around you for exercising and some weights. The weights can be as simple as some water bottles filled up. Recorded in winter 2025.
It's been recorded now, and so before you actually start anything, pause and do the warm-up, which is the jogging, the star jumps, crab walk, shoulder swing and twists, because we're now going on to the crab walk. Okay, crab walk. So you take the weight on your feet and your hands, and then you move around the floor. So it's a little bit, if you've ever played crab football, you're not just static, you need to move around because we want to get some blood pumping through them shoulders. Come on, Steph, I can see you. Keep moving. See, I told you that camera was in the right place. Shuffle around. Right, we are going to do some arm work. That's the first thing we do. So we do want to warm up them shoulders. Okay, and let's stop there. Right, first up, we are doing press-ups. So your press-ups can be, the easiest version is against the wall. And if you have a good stride from the wall, and then you can do your press-ups against the wall, so your hands are shoulder width apart. So get yourself a good stride, so you've got some weight on the arms, and get your nose as close to the wall as possible for each time you do a press-up. You can do it off your knees, but you want a straight line from your shoulder through your hips to your knees, or you can do it hands and to toes, but again, we want a straight line from shoulders through hips to ankles. Okay, we're going to start with 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good. So if you're going off knees, so keep that core tense, pull those glutes, bit of glute tension, so the whole body's moving all in as one. 5 seconds left. Well, it looks good from what I can see. And stop there. That's 30 seconds. Boop, stop. There we go. Okay, next we've got plank. So plank, I think 2 options for plank will probably be make it simple. You can. So for the plank, you can do one, which is the highest part of a press up. So it's arms straight, hands directly under your shoulders, off your toe, on your toes, not your knees. You don't need to do knees. That'd be far too easy for you guys. And you're just trying to keep a straight line. Or a bit harder is if you go onto your elbows and your forearms, but your elbows are under your shoulders, arms are pointing forward. And again, we're trying to keep a straight line, shoulders through hips to ankles. Okay, 30 seconds. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. Okay. Okay, so Steph, if you drop your head a little bit and your shoulders, that's it. Okay. Everybody else looks good from where I am. The only way to improve my view would be if you were to do a side on next time, then I can see where your hips are. And stop there. Well done, 30 seconds. Okay. Glute bridge. Okay, so glute bridge, you can either do 2 sets of double leg glute bridge, or you can do single legs, one leg then the other. Okay, so double legs are easier. So if you've not done them for a while or not done them before, start with double legs. Okay, so what you do is you lie on your back, you bend your knees so your heels are quite close to your backside, and then you're going to push your hips up. Okay. So that's what we do with the glute bridge. And you can test if your glutes are working by your glutes are basically your gluteus maximus, which is your backside. And you can poke them as you get to the top. And are they firm? That means yes, they're working. Or you can do single leg. But if you're doing single leg, it's the hips that lead, not the leg. You're not swinging the leg. Okay. So the foot starts on the floor with the hips on the floor. Sarah Walker, get your foot on the floor. So, unless you're doing 2 legs. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Okay. That was good. What I can see. And it's a movement up and down. We're not just holding it. That's it. There we go. So backside right down to the floor. Now we don't have to strain anything here. It's the actual movement which is good. So that looks really good and controlled. Well done. And good. And Sue and Bruce, I can see your foot. And that's it. Yeah, you're all looking good. And stop there. Good. Well done, guys. Oh, we got to do the other leg before I rush on. So if you did double leg glute bridge, then we have a repetition. So you do it again. So you've just had a practice. We can go again. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Okay, we don't need to strain. We don't need to overextend. Steph, right. Steph, keep that leg straight, and then it goes down to the non-working leg goes to the floor. That's it. And then up. Beautiful. That's it. Perfect. Good stuff. 10 seconds left. Good. Well done, guys. And stop there. Good. Right. Okay. Cool and dandy. So, we're doing Russian twist now. If you've got a bit of weight, this is good. If you haven't, what I want you to do is interlock your fingers with your hands in front of you. Okay. So, Russian twist, we can do them 2 ways. We can have, we start in a similar position to our glute bridge, in that we're not, we're on our backside. We're not lying down though. Our feet can floor. So you're sat down, or you're sat up on the floor, and you can have your feet on the floor, and the twist is following your hands with a weight or not, or without a weight, and they go from one side to the other. And what we want is a full twist of the shoulders. Okay, so we keep the hands together so we know the shoulders are going. If you want to make it harder, you take your feet off the floor. Okay. And Sarah demonstrated a nice one there. If you want to sort of make sure you're doing it right, hands go from the floor, go up above your head, and then right down on the other side. Okay. Because what we're doing is not only using our abdominals, which is the muscles in the front of our stomach, but also our obliques, which are the muscles that run, if you like, from your armpits down to your hips. Okay. So are we ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. So hold, if you haven't got a weight, 2 hands together, one and touching the floor each side. Yeah, that's good. Go all the way over. Good. So if you've not done it before, starting with your feet on the floor is a good idea, because with your feet off the floor, it's much harder. Good. And for weights, you can use things like a 2-litre milk carton full of milk or water, and stop there. And that just gives you a little bit of weight, something to do. And Sue is suggesting to me that she hasn't done much for a while because she's just collapsed on the floor. Maybe she did lots yesterday. There we go. So that was Russian twists. We're doing back extension now. Oh, we've lost people. Come back. So there you go. Right. So back extension. You start off by lying on the floor face down. Oh, this lying on the floor. It's so easy. Right. Back extension. You know how strong or not your back is. If you haven't done this for a long time, what I would suggest is that you place your hands on the back of your thighs, and you just slide your hands up and down your thighs. If you've done it lots and you're pretty confident about it, you can do the arms out in front and lift your feet and your sort of shoulders off the floor at the same time. For some of your experienced guys, you know what you're doing, so that's it. But if you're not sure, try that one where you're just sliding your hands down your hamstrings, back of your legs. Okay. While lifting your shoulders and chest off the floor. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Oh, we've got some experienced stuff going on here. Some people here know things. Right, I've lost a couple of people from view, but Steph and Bruce have both disappeared, but I think they're on the floor. That's why. Yeah, that's okay. 5 seconds. And stop there. Right, Bruce has done this so many times for so long, I think he's fine. Steph, when we do a back raise next time, if you move away from the sofa or whatever it is your phone is on, then I can see you a bit better. Okay, and I'll be able to make sure you're doing it right. Okay, back extension, side plank. So, good old side plank. If you're not used to side plank, what you're doing, yeah, Shamia, you know what you're doing, I can tell. Right, okay. Right, right. So side plank. So you've got one hip facing the ceiling, one hip facing the floor. You're going to be in a straight line, and you're balancing on your forearm. You can do clever things like move your legs up and down, move them back and forward, put your arms in the air if you want to make it harder, or you can just hold it. Okay, 3 and 2 and 1. Let's go. 30 seconds for this. Good day. Right. As far as possible, try and keep everything in a straight line. That includes knees, hips. That's halfway. Often the thing to do is maybe just push your hips a little bit forward. And if that is harder, that's the position you need to be in. 5 seconds. 2, 1, bing. Right, you're done. Apart from we've got to do the other side. Way. Okay. So doing the other side in 3, 2, 1, off we go. That's 15 seconds. Yeah, if you lose your balance, just get back. As they say, get back on the horse. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, now upright. Right, I think upright row. We started doing that with. Did we not start doing that on the floor? Okay. Yeah. So if you've got weight, you need a weight for this really. Otherwise, it's some sort of weight. If you go grab a weight or two. Now, upright row. All right, Shamelia's just gone to go and get something. There we go. Cool. Yeah, it's got kettlebell. Good girl. Right. Okay. Now, right, Shamelia, in your case, what I would do is use the sofa. So if you kneel in front of your sofa, okay. Let's see if this is going to work, because that's quite right. Yeah. So that's the action I want you to do. So you can do it from there. Right. I think everybody else is familiar with upright row. They've got their version of it. I just need to stopwatch back again. Sorry, it's on the phone. Okay. We'll do 30 seconds each arm. And if you're doing a double arm, then we'll do it twice. Okay. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Great. Yeah, Shamilia's got it. Good. Hey, right. I like the variations, and they'll work. Okay, Steph, what I'd like you to do, like, it's in front of you, and then I want you to pull like your elbow up past your ribs. So your elbow's close to your ribs. No, so, right. Okay, what we need is you leaning forward a little bit, and then now pull it up. So that elbow's going behind you almost. That's better. And stop there. Right, we'll have a look at that next time. We'll get that right. Okay, right. So if you put it in the weight in the other arm, Steph. Right, if you're doing 2 arms, then you're going to repeat it. If you're only doing 1 arm, we're going to swap arms. Steph, turn sideways for me so the can is my side. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Right, Steph, lean forward a bit. Right, that's it. Now, right, pull that can up and that elbow goes back. Yeah. Okay, keep the can closer to your body. But that's better. So what I went is a bend in that elbow. That's better. So next time you can do double cans. Way. 5 seconds. And stop there. Okay. Tricep extension. Ideally, you're going to have 2 weights for this. And you're going to work your triceps. So you're going to be lying on the floor. So Steph, have you got 2 cans? Can you get 2 cans? It'll make life so much easier. I'm getting hot just watching. Okay, so just wait on Steph to turn it right. So our starting position is lying on the floor. Place your weights either side of your head. Put them in your hands, and so your elbows are pointing to the ceiling. And then we're going to straighten the arms so the weight is going towards the ceiling and then down without banging our head. Okay, Steph, did you get all that? So it's lie down on your back. Lie on your back. There you go. Weight either side of your head. Elbows pointing to the ceiling, and then straighten your hands so they're up to the ceiling. Beautiful. That's exactly right. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bing. Let's go. Good. Ten seconds left. We're all looking good. 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Okay. Right. You want some weight because we're now on our feet. We're going to do squats. Sue Jones, your phone has got a mind of its own. It's now looking at. I'm now looking at the door. It came over to you and then it moved over to the door. No, I don't know what's happening at the door. Right. Okay. Squats. So remember, key thing about squats is that our hips go back as if we're going to sit on a chair. You can do an air squat where you just hold your hands in front of you, or you can do it with some weight. I suggest weight's a little bit better. If you're right, okay, Steph, beautiful. Right, that's a perfect. You're in a perfect position. That's great. Okay, are we ready, guys? So remember, it's hips back and then lower. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Good. Yeah, good. Right, we're going to fly through this second one because you know what's going on. Okay, go as low as you dare. The lower the better, but obviously not with the straining. Try and keep the knees from going inwards. Try and keep them over your toes so that your knees are going forward. So you might have to shuffle your feet around. But pretty good, guys. That's good. And stop. Right, don't go anywhere. You're in the right position for bicep curl. You should have some weights in your hand. Okay, of some description. Yeah, got it right. Okay, so bicep curl. Shamalia, what I'm going to do for you is do 15 seconds on each. I'll tell you when it's halfway. Okay, because you've only got the one weight. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. That's it. You've done this before, kid. 10 seconds. Shamalia, swap now. Oh, perfect. Look at that. It's like a relay button, that was. Okay, remember, keep your elbows close to your ribs. So we're working the bicep, not the shoulder. 2, 1, and stop there. Okie dokie. We're doing lunges, easy peasy. So you can lunge. You can either step forward each time and lower that back knee, or you can be like in a stride position. So one leg is permanently out front. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll do 30 seconds for each leg. So you can just keep one leg out front. And if you want to have something to hold on to, like a wall or a chair, absolutely, that's fine. Okay, you go down, you go as low as you dare, but try not to bang your knee on the floor hard, because we'll get housemaid's knee, and that's not good. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So as we go down, try to be looking forward. And if you're feeling a bit unsure, then, you know, use something to balance with. But if you're okay, that's fine. Okay, we've got a variety of things happening. We've got a variety of depths, but that's okay. You know how far you're comfortable going down. 2, 1, stop. So we're going to switch legs. Get yourself comfortable. Get in the right position. 3, 2, 1, off we go. For me, just as you're doing this, if you think it right, for some of you, I think you could go down further if you had something to help you balance. And I think that would be a good thing to do to get the full range of motion rather than maybe not being a bit tentative. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and stop there. Right. Okay, so that's for next time. Side raise. So you want some, ideally 2 weights. Shamila, as you've only got 1, we'll switch you. I'll tell you when 15 seconds has gone. And this is, so side raise is basically Flappy Bird. So it's arms going out to the side with a weight, and you can do the other arm as well without a weight, and they just go up and down. And so what we're working is our shoulders. And if you're going to use it with a weight, I'll tell you when 15 seconds is up and then switch. Okay, 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, let's go. Okay, good. Good. So 7 seconds. So Sue, because you've dropped your head a bit, you're using like your back more than your shoulders, and stop there. If you're more upright, then you're going to use the top part of your shoulder as opposed to leaning forward, where you're going to use all those lovely strong muscles in your back. We've stopped, Sarah, but you can carry on if you like. Okay. All right. Side raise. Oh, single leg deadlift. Okay. So single leg deadlift. You are going to lean forward. You're going to stand on one leg. I'm going to actually do this so I can remember the explanation. Let me just get up. Right. So you are going to, you with or without a weight. If you've not done it before, I would do it without a weight. And I would also have something handy. In this case, for me, is a desk. So I can just put one hand on it just to keep me balanced. So I'm standing on my left leg and the desk is on my left. So I've just got something to, just a bit of security. I'm going to lean forward from my waist while bringing my right leg, my other leg, as straight back. And then I'm going to pivot back and bring that leg through and then bend my knee. Ooh, and I've just got cramp because I've been running. Oh my God. Okay, it's gone. Right. Okay. And if you want to be, a full exercise, you can bring that right knee through, bring it up to right angles and then swing it back. Okay. There will be some wobbling, and that is okay because that's working the supporting muscles. Although it's working your hamstrings as well, as I just found out when I did it there, having sat down for a while. Okay, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we start in an upright position, Shamila. That's it. Start there. Okay, so lean forward. Right, yeah, but swing your back, the leg that's not working is back. There we go, back, and then whee, there we go. So we want to go like a bit like a seesaw. Might take a bit of practice, this one. So, and stop there. Okay, so Shamila, if you think the leg that's not working is just straight, the leg that's working is pretty much straight. The other leg is just keeping in line with the body. So as I lean forward with my head, my heel is coming up. So I'm almost, so I'm then horizontal, or as close to horizontal as possible, and then I bring my leg down. That's why we want something to hang on to. Okay, other leg. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Right, if you're using something for balance, just fingers. It's not gripping on it to it totally. Yeah, good, Steph. We're going. That's happening. Good. Another 10 seconds. 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, last one. Heel raise. Really, really simple. If you may want to have a chair just to give you, or a desk or something, just to give you a bit of balance, or the wall. It's nice to have the wall in front of you. And basically all you're going to do is push up onto your heels and then down. Your heels come back to the floor. Push up off your heels so you're on your toes, and then heels down to the floor. Okay. 3, 2, 1, off we go. And this targets the calf muscles. Okay, calf muscles and your Achilles as well. So if you get a bit of tightness in them afterwards, that's quite normal. And to start with, it's definitely two-legged affair. When you get good, you can go single legs and take weights and all that stuff. But at the minute, we'll just start that like that. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. All right, okay. So get a bit of a break, and then we're going to go through the whole lot again. And most of them we're going to do 45 seconds. And there ain't going to be much rest. I'm just going to get a quick drink, and then I'll be back. Okay, looking good. So we are going to crack on. 45 seconds. Well, I'm going to give you 30 seconds, and if you want to continue thereafter for 45, you can, but you don't have to. You make your choice. So press ups. We are either going off our toes or off our knees. In any case, we're going to have a straight line from shoulders down to either knees or ankles. And we're going to engage our core lightly, so that's not moving. We're going to engage our glutes, so we're not going to stress our back. Okay. All righty. So we are 45 seconds, and we are going 3 and 2 and 1. Off go. Steph, we're on press ups. 45 seconds. When you're ready. Good. Nice and deep, each one. And you don't have to race them, because actually time under tension is where the strength comes from. So it's not an aerobic exercise. That's 30 seconds. Well done. So it's all bonus now. Everything now is bonus, and that's 35 gone. There's only 3 seconds left. You'll get another one in at least. And stop there. Right, okay. Shake them out, because we're going to get straight into plank. Alrighty, let's rock and roll. Have a shimmy, have a shake, have a breather. Okay, are we ready? We're going to go 45-second plank. Well, I'll do 30 and then 45 if you can. I'll be impressed with 45. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Okay, squeeze those glutes, engage that core, and breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Good, looking good. Okay, let's have a straight body. That's 20 seconds. Remember, if it gets a bit, well, if you're shaking, that's okay. If it gets a bit much, you can always drop your knees down, have a quick breather, and get back into the position if you need to. 30 seconds, easy. Well done. And that's 35. 40. There's only 2 seconds left. Bingo, you've done it. Well done. Okay, you can relax. Have a shake out, because we're on glute bridge, so you might as well just roll over. Okay, so we'll do 45 seconds of glute bridge, and then you can get cramp in your hamstrings like me. God, it's painful. I thought I was going to have to stop the whole thing. Right. Okay. So if you're doing doubles, that's fine. And remember, it's pushing those glutes, and they should be, you should be able to poke them and feel them, that they're tense. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Yeah, good. 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 So make that, if you're doing single leg, make that foot come up last. So lead with a hip. If you're doing doubles, that's it. So we're coming up the edge of 30 seconds, so that's easy, isn't it? So there's only 10, if you go for 45, 10 seconds left. Well done, guys. 5 seconds. 2, 1, bing. Okay, have a bit of shake out. So you're either going to go for the other leg or you're going to go for a repeat with double legs. Okay, 3 and 2 and 1. Off we go. Gives us firm buns. Bloop, bloop. Good for our walking and our cycling. Right, that's 20 seconds already. So that's nearly, and that's halfway. And here we go. 30 seconds. 30 seconds is gone. 10 seconds left. Well done. Keep the quality. 2, 1, bingo. Right, that's it. That's all our glute bridges done. Right, don't go far. You just need your weight now for your Russian twists. Or if you haven't got a weight, you're going to put your hands together as if you're praying. No, well, clasp your fingers over each other. And a good twist. So you're all doing good twists last time, so let's do them again. Okay. Couple of deep breaths. Compose yourself. Shoulders can be nice and relaxed. And remember, we're twisting right over, so we're following that weight or those hands. 3 and 2 and 1. Off we go. So it's easier if you keep your feet on the floor, or you can take your feet off the floor. Or you can, if you get finding it hard towards the end, you can always put your feet on the floor if you start with them off the floor. If you do a nice high arch, then that's making you, that's time under tension. Everything's working for a little bit longer. Good. That's 30 seconds. So we're all on bonus time now, and only 10 seconds left. Then there's 5, 2, 1, bingo. We've done it. Right. Okay. Easy. Well, this is it. The next one's real easy, so we can go straight into it. So roll over, and we're doing back extension. So this is almost like a rest before we do side plank. Okay. So we don't go mad on this. Remember, this is a conditioning rather than a super strengthening exercise for the back. But we do need to do something to sort of balance up all that other sort of abdominal and oblique work. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So you go as hard as you like. Okay. Fantastic. Well done. And we have different flexibility in our back. I haven't got huge flexibility in my back. Some of you guys can get up much higher than me just because you're flexible. But being an old man, as like what I am, 5 seconds. 2, 1, and stop there. Wait, 30 seconds it means is nothing. Right, side plank. Okay, so get yourself up, have a little bit of a shake around, a couple of deep breaths, because we know side plank's a bit of a challenge. So it's forearm on the floor or hand on the floor, and we want a straight line from here, sort of basically shoulder to hip through to ankle. Going off your knee don't really work, so it's either hand or off your forearm. And if you're on your forearm, your hand is like pointing away from you. And the lower i.e. the forearm one is harder. We'll go for 30 seconds because I think this is particularly challenging. 3, 2, 1, off we go. I think we used to only do it for 20 seconds, but I've got to. Okay, Steph, that's looking good. Can we get that right arm off? That right arm isn't on the floor, is it? There we go. That's better. Okay, so hips, legs straight. You can do funny things like lift your topmost leg up and down, and that makes it really hard. 5 seconds left. 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, quick breather because we're going to go on the other side. This is almost cardio, but it isn't. It's strength. Okay, rock and roll. Are we ready? Looking good. Is everybody happy? Yeah, bet your life we are. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, yeah, we've got a few hands in the air. People think they're at a rock concert. Whoa, you need to get your phone and your light on and all that sort of business as they do in these rock concerts. Nowadays, not like in the old days where I used to just drink whiskey and fool around. Apparently. Not that I ever did that when I went to see the Rolling Stones. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and stop there. Actually, I wasn't drinking whiskey at the Rolling Stones concert in the 70s. It just happened to be somebody in front of me had a bottle of whiskey and they jumped up and down. It went in my eye and dribbled into my mouth. Right. Oh, God. What was that? Side plank. Oh, my word. We didn't do crunches. Oh, no. Bruce is normally on it. They're giving me a hard time. Okay. So lie on your backs. Lie on your backs. Bend your knees. We're going to do crunches now. We'll do 30 seconds of them. And then next time we'll do more. I just missed him on the list. Okay, you're lying on your back. Put your hands on your thighs, and you're going to slide your hands up your thighs to as close as or past your knees. Okay. All right. But it's not a sit-up. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So you're just sliding those hands up your thighs and then down. So don't throw your head. Make sure it's your core that's working. Yeah, keep going. Good. Good. So this is working those abdominals. Real focus. Good. 5 seconds. Nobody waved at me and said we're missing crunches. 2, 1, and stop there. Fantastic. Okay, upright row. So upright row. We're going to do 30 seconds there. We're going to do 2. So if you've got a single weight, you can do one arm and then the other arm. And if you're doing 2 hands, then you do it twice. Okay, so the important thing here is we are leaning forward and we're pulling the weight towards our chest with our elbows going past or up to our ribs. Okay, are we ready? Right, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Right, we're mostly there. Yes, we're good. We're good. We're good. More bend in the elbow, Steph, please. That's it. Yeah. So I'm going to get another set in a minute, so you haven't lost out much. 2, 1, and stop there. So if you were doing double, you're doing double again. If you were doing single, you do the other arm. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. Right, and we'll just want you. That's better, Steph. Yes, like that. Yeah, good. Right, you're looking good, guys. Sarah, if you bring it rather than the elbows going out, bring them behind you so they're pointed. Does that make sense? So you're leaning forward a bit. Leaning forward, put one foot in front of the other, and then bring those elbows so it's as if you're rowing almost. That's why it's called an upright row. Like if you're right, that's better. That's better. Good. Good. And stop there. That was a little bit long, but that's all right. Upright row. Tricep extension. Right, we're on the floor. This is where we have the weight either side or above our head. If we've only got one weight, we have it above our head. But if we've got 2 weights, we have them either side. Elbows are pointing to the ceiling and the arms are pointing straight up. And what we're working is the triceps, which are the muscles on the back of the arm. So they don't Your elbows don't need to go to really do much. They start off pointing at the ceiling, then you're just straightening that arm out. Okay, are we down? Sarah, so you're right there, kiddo? All right, okay. 3, 2, 1, off we go. That's it, Steph. Well done. So you're doing one arm, which just which makes it particularly challenging. And stop there. Are you swapping out? Is that your other arm, Sue? Yeah. You're confusing me. Right. Okay. Tricep. Right. We're now on our feet, so we're doing squats. So I did with a weight if you've got one. Otherwise, you can do a thing called an air squat, which is where you don't have a weight. And if you don't have a weight, you just have your hands sort of clasped in front of you. And it's like sitting down as if you're going to sit on a chair or sit on the loo. Feet comfortably apart, knees going over the toes. Try not to let your knees come inwards. Okay, now we're going to do 45 seconds. Are we ready? Nearly ready, nearly ready, nearly ready. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Oh, yeah, Steph, I like it. I like the way you've adapted that, kid. I like the way you've adapted it. Right, good. And then next time, Steph, get a lower chair. And then you run further. So that's 25 seconds. That's 30. 35. Looking good, guys. I think you're all going a bit lower now because you've warmed up a bit. 2 seconds. And stop there. Whoop, dip, dip, dip. Okay. Bicep curl. So you're still there. You still got your weights. How many of you have just got one weight? Yeah, some of you only got one weight. So we're going to do 2 30 seconds. Ha ha. Okay. So we're on bicep curl, Steph. You want to grab some weights? And we're going to get going. 3 and 2 and 1. Let's go. Oh, very good. You can do them sat down. There you go. Deep, deep, deep. Some of you look like you could do with heavier weights. This looks really easy, mate. Just like, la, 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 this is okay. I can do this. This is easy. I'm having a rest. Okay. 2, 1. Stop there. We're going to repeat. Oh, stop. So anybody who's got a single one, swap it over. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So if we haven't got heavy weights, we can do more reps there today. I'm not daft, you know. And we might build up a little muscular fatigue. Might get a little bit of tiredness in the arms. Some of us, some people have got heavy weights, so they'll definitely be feeling it. 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, and then we're straight into lunges because we've been using our arms. Lunges are legs, so we don't have to have a big rest here. So with a weight or without a weight, with something to help you balance or not going down as far as you dare. If you are not using anything to help you balance, but you're only feel like you're going halfway, then find something to help you balance and then see if you can go down a little bit further. Okay? Because I want you as far where possible to do the full range of motion on the muscle rather than working it in a shortened manner. Okay? Because we want full range of motion, full length. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So one leg. But obviously, if you've got an issue with your knees or your hips, just be careful. I mean, you know, don't injure yourself. But I do find myself sometimes, if it's got that little, just that confidence to have something next to me, then I go, oh yes, I can go down a bit further. I didn't do it at the minute because I'm going to cramp up. So that's 35 seconds. So we're nearly there. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and bingo, we'll stop there. Other leg. Dum, dum, dum. It hasn't been doing much, so we can get straight into it. 3, and 2, and 1, let's go. So another 45 seconds. You may have one leg that feels more stable than the other. That's quite normal. Some of the exercises we're doing are those basic ones for living. You know, as you get like my age, is like, yeah, can you do this? Can you sit down in the chair and stand up without using your hands? Apparently is one of the things. You know, can you get up off the floor? All that good stuff. Can you get off the floor without using your hands? That's a challenging one. 30 seconds. Gone, not left. Show me. I love that balance, kid. I love that balance. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Bing. Right, okay. So what's that? Lunge. Oh, side raise, Flappy Bird. So we want our 2 weights. We'll do 30 seconds of this. So this is where we're trying to take off. We'll do 2 sets of 30 seconds because some people have only got 1 weight. I think you have to need to have a word with your friends. Are we ready? Yes, we are. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So let them swing. So I haven't got cramp in my shoulders. I'm joining in. La la la. Oh, for the wings of a dove. 20 seconds gone. 2, 1. Okay. You get a little pause. And if you've only got 1 weight, switch the weight. And we're going to go again. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. And again, this one with light weights, it's relatively easy. So we're going to try and build up a bit of fatigue, muscular fatigue. Get sort of some lactate building up in the muscle so we can then turn it into energy. Only 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. 3, and 2, and 1. Bing. Okay. Now, your favorite, we saved it to the end, the ones you love, single leg deadlift. Okay, so this is where it's almost like we've got a rod through our hips and we're pivoting through our hips. So our leg, one leg comes up while our body goes down. Our head's going down and the leg goes up, and we're trying to get as near as we can to 90 degrees. So that's why we might want something to hang on to, like a chair or a table or a sofa, just to give us that confidence. And then when we come back up, we can bring that knee through up to 90 degrees and then back again. Wobbling is okay. And we're going to do both legs, of course. Okay. Looking good. 3, 2, 1. Boom. We're all set. Sarah, I love it. Sarah. So what Sarah's done is she's using her bit of support is actually in front of her. So as she's coming down to the hands are coming down, she just touches that just to go, yeah, that's far enough. Thank you very much. Like that. I like innovation. Some people are using something to the side. We've got chairs being worked. Whoop. Need a more stable chair. 10 seconds. Yeah, whatever you're going to use to help support you, make sure it's stable. 2 and right, other leg. It's experiential. You know, we try these different things and see how they do. Walls are good, I find. They tend not to move, except when I'm drunk. Okay, 3, and 2, and 1. Let's go. It's the other leg. We're nearly there. We've only got 1 exercise after this. I'm going to be bang on 7 o'clock, and we'll do a few stretches, and then that's us. The first one of the new year. So feeling a bit rusty, some of us, I'm sure. Going, hey. Taking a bit of a while to warm up. Okay, so that's 20 seconds gone. Oh, we haven't got Steve and Jenny. They're probably on holiday somewhere. That's 30 seconds, unless somebody else knows something. Oh, crikey. 35. 5 seconds left. 2, 1, and stop there. All right, cool and dandy. Right, so that's our exercises. Good job, guys. And we've done it in about 40 something seconds, 46 seconds, 46 minutes, not seconds. Right, okay, so we're going to go straight into stretches and then I will stop the recording. Okay, let's rattle through a few stretches. So first one, fingers interlocked in front of us, turn the hands out and bring the arms up and over your head. And then push those shoulders back. And if you've been working, you'll feel it a little bit in your arms. 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, bring the arms forward. Okay, now it's put your hands behind your back, interlock your fingers, so palms are facing up to start with. Then turn your palms so they're facing the wall behind you, and then try and bring those arms up, keeping the arms straight as you can, because we have been doing a bit on the arms. And if you want to do more stretches after the session, that's absolutely fine, but we'll just do a few. 2, 1, okay, and relax. Alrighty, now take your right arm, point it straight in front of you at shoulder height. So it's the right hand you're putting out. Then take your left hand just above your right elbow and pull that arm across, and try and pull it so you're getting a bit of stretch through that shoulder. So your flappy bird muscles, this is for. 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax, shake it out. Now, left arm goes straight ahead. Right hand comes just above that elbow and pulls that arm round. You have to put a bit of pressure on it so you can feel a bit of that stretch. So it's no bending your arm and let it sort of flop down. It needs to sort of stay high. So it's sort of in line going across that other shoulder, basically. 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, relax and shake it out. Then we're now going to take our right arm. We're going to it's going to go straight up in the air. We're going to bend at the elbow so we can pat ourselves on the back because we've been working hard. We take that right elbow in the left hand and pull that elbow over so it's sort of behind our head, because this will stretch out the triceps. And if you want, you can sort of lean a little bit towards the left, and that will work the not the lats. What are the muscles down the side? Oh, my brain's gone. I think I'm dehydrated. 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, and relax. Obliques. There you go. It's your obliques. So now the left arm goes straight up in the air, bends at the elbow. You pat yourself on the back. The right hand goes up, gets hold of the left elbow, pulls the left elbow over. Okay, and if you want to do, you can bend a little bit and work those obliques, because that's what we've been doing on the Russian twists. The obliques have been working a bit, and of course the side plank. 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, and relax. Okay, now take the right hand, put it in the middle of your back with your thumb pointing up. The back of your hand is in the middle of your back, and then we slide that hand up the spine, and as it goes up, the right shoulder blade should pop out, so you should be able to sort of scratch the inside of that shoulder blade. You might have to help it a little bit. I certainly do with my left shoulder, my left arm. I have to help it a bit. Okay, 3 and 2 and 1, and we can let that out and shake it out. So there now. Our left hand in the middle of our back, thumb facing up, slide that hand up so it gets into the same position as the other one, so it can just sort of scratch the inside of your left shoulder blade, which should be sticking out. If it isn't sticking out, then something's gone funny. 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, and we shake it out. All right, we now take our right hand, we put it straight up in the air. Our left hand comes onto our right wrist, and we, before we do anything, don't lean over, pull our arm up so it's really full extension, and then we lean over, like as if like we're against the glass or a wall. We're not leaning forward or back, we're going straight over, and that should pull the, should feel that in your obliques, should feel that under your armpit and in your hip if you're giving it a bit of a lean. 3 and 2 and 1. Back we go. Let it down, shake it out. Of course, we're going to do the opposite one. Left arm straight up, right hand takes over the left wrist, pull it straight up, and then over it goes. So we've extended that shoulder. Same thing again. Under the armpit, through the obliques, into the hip a little bit, because we're making like a banana. 3 and 2 and 1, and gently back up. Shake that out. Okay. So let's go for the calves. So find something to lean against or push against, like a wall or something like that. And we're going to have we're about a pace away from the wall or whatever object we're pushing against or leaning on. And then we're going to sort of lean into it with our legs straight, basically our body straight from our shoulder down. We're about stride away. Okay, one foot, the foot that isn't being stretched, is bent and slightly in front to help us balance. We then lean forward with our body. So we've got a straight line from our heel up through to our shoulder. And now you should feel a bit of a stretch. Well, I'm feeling a lot of a stretch through the calf. So you might have to lean quite hard into that. So you need to be a stride away. Okay, and then we relax. We come slightly closer to the wall, just about, you know, a foot, maybe a foot's worth, like as in your foot. Okay, and then this time, the back leg, we're still stretching the back leg. We bend the knee and we lean forward. And what we're targeting the soleus, which is under the calf. You might get some calf in there as well. And the Achilles, and we're just going to sit on that. It's not going to go far. It's not like it's going to go suddenly super stretchy, but we're just trying to stretch it out a little bit to help recovery. 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, relax, shake it out. We're going to do the other leg. So again, we're about a pace away with the back leg. In this case, it's the other leg. That heel stays on the floor. The other leg, the leg that's not being worked, you can have the bent knee. Then you're going to lean your upper body or your body forward towards the wall or whatever you're supporting you. Straight line, shoulder through to heel. And breathe. So you can, until you can feel it, a little bit of tightness, working on that calf. And if you'd been on the treadmill like me today, you would feel it definitely. So if you've been on your feet all day, you'll feel it. You should sense this. 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, relax. Okay, shuffle slightly forward that foot. Then bend that. So it's still the back knee. It's back leg we're working. But we're going to bend the knee this time. So it's almost like a half sitting position. And we're trying to target the calf and then the soleus, which is underneath, and the Achilles. Oh, the sound of silence. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and relax. Okay, nearly there. Oh, look at that. Quads first. You might want to find something to balance on. So you're going to stretch our quads. Take hold of a foot. In this case, I'll put my right foot, and I'm doing it with my left hand because I just prefer that way. And then I eventually, if I can, I'll do both legs. But I've got something nearby just in case I wobble. I'm keeping my knees together. So we're stretching out that quad. Push your hips forward if you wish. 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, relax. Okay, let's swap legs. Okay. Take hold of that foot, pull it into your backside, into your glutes. Keep the knees together. Should be able to feel a bit of stretch along the muscles across the top of your leg, your quadriceps. Push your hips forward if you want. 3. Ooh, God, I could hold this for a long time. 2 and 1. And relax. Okay, last one. Okay, so you're standing, feet comfortably apart, soft knees. Don't have to lock your knees out. Push your hips back and then just let your upper body flop down and hang. And then while you're hanging there, every time you breathe out, see if you can stretch a little bit closer to the floor. Not strain in, just sink. Oh my God, that's good. And then gently uncurl your back. Come up slowly. Shoulders up. And breathe. And that's it. Okay. Well done, guys. 10 past 7. Not bad. Bit of a late start. But yeah. Right. First time back after the new year. Right.